Greetings to all the OET aspirants out there. Today I'm here with a speaking lesson. Speaking role play could be a nightmare for maybe some of you guys. So what if I tell you whatever you need to impress your examiner with your language, the behavior, and for your relationship building, whatever you need is in your question itself. Let me show you how. So I'll show a sample task card here. Just have a look into it and you can see some words are highlighted. So these highlighted words are your keys or your signposts to decide what to ask and how to frame your sentences. The words here are confirm, find out, explore, reassure, stress importance, emphasize, explain, describe, outline, all these words. So these are some signposts or keys that you can use to frame and decide how to ask questions, how to give them suggestions, all these things. So these words can be used in your actual test. So the most common kind of tasks that you can get are to ask or request an information, or to check their understanding, or to give some information to them, maybe to make the patient feel better or change the patient's mind about something. So these are some common tasks you might get for your actual speaking test. So if it is about requesting an information or to find out something, you can frame your sentences with would you or could you. Like would you tell me how often it happens, or could you please let me know how you feel, or would you mind if I ask you. All these phrases could be useful in your exam, as it is polite and you are considering their consent as well. Okay, for the next one, where you are checking their understanding, the cue or the keys could be check or determine, and for that you can use phrases like I'd like to check if you're taking any medication, or I'd like to know, something like that. So you can use phrases like I would like. Okay, and for giving information, the keys could be explain, advise, recommend, outline, suggest, or discuss. So these are some common keys used to give information. So for that you can be a little more polite and add some extra sentences there, such as I really understand what you're going through, or thanks for letting me know what your condition is. Now I would like to suggest, or now I would like to give you some info or give you some advices or suggestions. So you can use these words to add your giving information task into your speaking conversation. And the next one is to make them feel better. So the patients could be very unpredictable, they might be annoying, or they might be in pain. So to make them feel better, I'll give you a sample statement itself. So what if you tell, I understand that you're worried about this sudden change. After all, you have been taking the same medication for a long time, but let me assure you that this new medication is much safer and effective. How does that sound like? Okay, so you added some sentences or some statements to show them you're with them, you feel them, and you also added the task part as well. So that will help you to impress your evaluator as you're playing with your language. And the last one is to change the patient's mind. They might be very adamant about something, so even if you suggest, they might be annoying, or they might argue with you about their decision. So to make or to change their mind, you can add something like understand you might be reluctant to change the dietary habits, but I want to stress how effective it will be, or how critical it is, or how vital it is. Okay, so these are some phrases that you can use. I'll give you a quick revise. So if it is to find out something, you can use could you tell me, or would you please. And for advice, it's a good idea, or I appreciate that. All those things can be used. And to explain something, you can add let me tell you a bit more about. And to reassure things, I understand you're worried, but let me assure you. It's a common procedure. So those sentences can be used, and if it's a suggestion, it would be better to, or I would like to suggest, something like that would be nice. And for persuade, I strongly recommend, is a good one. Okay, so these are some phrases or common things that you can incorporate in your role play according to the context and meet your criteria really well. To know more about the courses we offer and for a free demo session, click the link below.
English House. English at your fingertips.